try!
Michael, how desperate are you to beat these guys finally?
Yeah, I mean, it's the pinnacle for us at the moment, isn't it? Like, they're the top team in the world. They're the benchmark, so you know they're doing some really good, unique things on the field. So for us to beat them in front of a home crowd would be fantastic.
Do you feel like you're getting closer when you're out there in the middle, or is there a bit of a gulf between these teams still?
Well, we haven't played these guys in a while, you know. So we've certainly done some good building over the last couple of weeks, I should say. Definitely on Saturday and during the week trainings, which has put us in pretty good stead. Like, you need to play these guys again. Yeah, so I mean, Czech used the line as a test match, so it's a test against these guys, and we're ready to test ourselves.
Where do you think you guys have improved in the last 8 weeks?
I think our growth in the game has been particularly strong. I think we're able to, you know, be under pressure and close out a couple games, not all of them. You know, back in Perth we struggled to do that, but certainly in the finer detail parts of the game, I think we've really been able to build as the game's gone on, and our bench has definitely lifted our performances coming on around that 60-50 minute mark.
Do you think you need this result to sort of show the wider public that there has been quality improvement in this side this season?
Yeah, it'd be great to beat the #1 team in the world, you know. I think that would do a lot of things for a lot of people and maybe change their perception, but we're very positive of how things have been working in and around the team, and the guys' commitment to the detail and commitment to getting better, and tomorrow night's just going to be a reflection of that.
Michael, do you think long-term a national approach to coaching with all the coaches getting together, professional coaches getting together in Sydney, do you think that long-term will have a real results for the Wallabies?
Yeah, I think as far as the basic skills of the game, I think as far as the strength and conditioning part of the game, getting streamlined and getting a real understanding across what not only the Super Rugby teams do into that national team will be very helpful. I believe that to minimise that transition period that you have and that short turnaround from going Super Rugby, week later playing a test game, going back to Super Rugby, back into tests, you know, it's difficult, and every team, you know, the Southern Hemisphere teams all have to do it, but certainly for us, and looking solely in at our country, that's going to be helpful to be able to improving those results there.
And with less teams now, do you think there's going to be a lot more competition to make it into those Super Rugby teams and still strengthen the competition here?
Yeah, I think you know, trying to find a fit for all the players now is going to be really tough. So I mean, coaches have their work cut out for them, and so do players.
Michael, leading a team that's very similar, you've been rolling out for sort of 3, 4 weeks now. How much has that changed the way you're able to captain the side?
Well, it doesn't really change if it's the same team. I think we've got to. You're not changing. You're focusing on what you can improve, and what has been working really well for us. What I think has been good about a largely unchanged team, and then guys who've been able to step in like Simo this week, is our platforms there, and the guys stepping through and the ability to lead within that from other players has been terrific. Like, I've been so impressed with Bernard Foley, Will Genia, Adam Coleman this year, who have really taken some weight off the coaching staff and myself, and then you've got traditional heads in there like Stephen and that to help along the way. But there really is a nice shared platform going at the moment.
Just going back to what you said before about closing out, can you expand slightly more on what you've been doing, I guess, to try and overcome those final hurdles in the last moments of the game, so you don't end up with a result like Dunedin, for example? Well,
we're a young team, so knowing what to do when the pressure's on. Like, as silly as it sounds, there's a lot of pressure at the back end of a game when a result's on the line. You're coming off the bench. I always say coming off the bench is the hardest position on the field, because you get dropped into guys who've been playing for 60 minutes. It's going a million miles an hour, and there's your result. In these test matches, playing really tough teams, usually on the line. So getting your mind focused on what our trademarks are there on the field at that point in time, whether it be kick receipt, kick-offs, a move that we've got a chance to try and put some points on the board, and then down to the basic catch-pass stuff. It is a very hard thing to do, and we're getting better at working on that, and I think it just takes time and being in those positions more often than not to close out and do the right thing.
Can you use that Dunedin result as a motivator at all?
Oh, that feels like an eternity ago, you know.
Does it give you belief that you can?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a good turnaround. Still wasn't the result we wanted, so we still were bitterly disappointed walking off that field. You know, again, like I said in the first question there, I'm really excited about testing ourselves again tomorrow against these guys.
Michael, no one could have foreseen how that first test played out in Sydney on home soil, you know, with the 40-6 results at halftime. You guys speak about preparation a lot. What gives you confidence that this week at home has been different to perhaps a few months ago?
We're a team that's been in camp a lot more since then. I think we've got a greater belief in our game and what we can do, and we've also seen a lot of players step through and step up within that time as well. You know, I was very confident then, very confident now. I'm a big believer in what our team can do. It's you know, comes down to Saturday.
Is there an intimidation factor when you're playing the All Blacks? Like, do you sleep well tonight, or do you stay awake dreaming, you know, if only we could finally beat them?
You're not thinking if only, like you're thinking, you know, what the process is. I think the growth for our team is what the process is to be able to beat these guys, because they're a team that goes for 80 minutes. They put a lot of pressure on you, and being able to relieve that pressure is down to the finer process. So, mate, I sleep well. I sleep well knowing that our coaches have prepared us well, and our leaders within the team are taking the reins off the coaches now to do a result tomorrow.
Michael, you clearly believe that your side has grown, and that seems to be very evident on the field. Do you believe the All Blacks have also grown throughout that same time frame?
Oh, I believe that their ability to work wins in tough places has been impressive. You know, and then again, as always, as the All Blacks always do, there's players who step up and you know, make a case for you know, best players, you know, in the world at the moment. So you know, we've got some new faces in there. Some new faces have come into their jersey this year, have done really well. So it's, you know, I guess a bit of an industrial line there at the moment. They'd roll off players week in, week out, injury or not, that can fill the void, and there's no void, you know, in the end. So that's what we're excited about playing tomorrow. Really good, really strong 23, as always.
Michael, what sort of mood do you think Stephen Moore's going to be in when he runs onto the park, knowing it's his last time playing a Test match in Australia?
He's been really happy this week. You know, he's been smiling and really, really enjoying. I mean, despite being down in the Gold Coast and not right here in his home in Brisbane, I think he's going to really enjoy tomorrow. You know, playing against these guys. You know, big Test match. It's going to be fantastic for him, and he's been such a great person for this country, this jersey, and for a lot of the guys in the team, myself included. Really strong mentor, and really excited to see what he's going to bring to the game, because his form has been really strong off the bench, and he's been contributing really well in the back ends of the game.
I mean, he generally doesn't leave anything in the tank. Do you think he might scrape the bottom, find a little bit more, knowing that this is the last time we'll ever get the chance to beat the All Blacks?
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him cross the line as well tomorrow. Probably wouldn't be much more than a pick and drive, I'd say. But no, I mean, I'm sure he's always given it in however 120 odd jerseys he's given, or he's earned. He's given it all.
Jack Dempsey's first crack at the All Blacks too. Would you like from him in Argentina and South Africa?
Yeah, I mean, his ability to get his hands on the ball really early and you know, dent their line. He's a big athletic guy who could do some really good things with ball and hand in defence. You know, he's got some really good aggression that I think we need against the All Blacks tomorrow. Some good line speed to get up and you know, see what they're doing there in attack. So I'm excited for him. I know he's been really you know, kicking down the door to get in these games, and I'm sure he'll be fired up tomorrow.
You're opposite, Michael, you're opposite number 7, Sam Cane, and he's celebrating his 50th Test. Okay. If you're comparing yourself to him, what strengths does he have, and what comparables do you have?
Oh, he's a lot taller than me. I think straight. You know, he's a giant. He towers over me a lot of the time. No, I think he's obviously a quality player. He's quite in the mould of Richie, really. You know, that sort of bigger, taller type number 7 who you know, gets stuck into the breakdown and has a really you know, strong game around the field. You know, I've played against him since under 20s now, and he's always had good run-ins with him on the field, and I'm sure he'll be fired up for his 50th. You know, last time I played these guys was Dan Cole's 50th, so I mean, just another one, you know, that we've got to play, and every team has something to play for, and is what it is.
Another reason to be the first captain for a national code to wear the Indigenous jersey, and is that something, a reason to play for as well?
Extremely proud to be wearing this jersey tomorrow night. You know, we've obviously for certain guys within the team, it carries you know, a lot of excitement and a lot of pride and passion there. But for the rest of the team, it's all, you know, and I guess all of the team, it's always massive privilege to wear the jersey. And this one, again, another really special and unique opportunity to wear this beautiful jersey. Like it looks really good. Wear this jersey tomorrow in a big game at home in Suncorp. You know, we're all very proud to be in this situation.
Currently, he's not going to lead the team out there. I understand he's not keen. Is that right? Or?
I haven't really discussed that yet, but I wouldn't say so, no.